So we've got 3 battleships aside, 3 cruisers aside, and a destroyer aside. It's season 15 of World of Warships. I'm in the Bronze League at the moment. First sprint of the season. And here I am in the Dunkerque. Yeah, I chose a Dunkerque this season. I haven't got a clue why. Just put some fire down on that for Buki. And at this stage I was definitely thinking about that gap. And the sheer volume of torpedoes that were going to be pouring through it. Now, I used a combination of ships to get to this point, but I found that the ships I was most successful in was a certain DD and this battleship, the Dunkerque. I suppose the Dunkerque gets you into good habits because you tend not to want to broadside all the time. I'm going to get hit by that one, aren't I? Yeah, so I eat a torpedo here. Mysore is smoking me up. Not that that's going to make a huge amount of difference, but every little helps, right? Every little helps. We have 2 ships at sea, so do they. They only appear to have 3 ships here, whereas we have 4. Not sure where that other ship is yet. Okay, and I've got a Queen Elizabeth parked right in front of my main guns. And he's broadside. Pretty much so. Okay. 4 overpens and 1 pen. Uh-huh. I mean, the guns are pretty inconsistent. One second you get something amazing, the next second not so much. I actually do more damage to him as he moves away. As you can see, look, 10k than I did on a flat broadside. But okay, 10k, I'll take it. And he's down. Alright. And more torpedoes. My experience up to this point was lots of carrier games with carriers and submarines. This was one of the few matches where neither particular class was present. Gotcha. Yeah, so having neutralized their destroyer, I then pushed through the gap and into A. Now, they had a Mutsu right at the back who appeared to be AFK, so we did have an advantage. I mean, basically one of their players was AFK. Happens to you, right? Happens to me. Happens to us all. I've been on a few teams where one of our players hasn't quite managed to make it into game. And, yeah, it does make things a little tougher for the other team. Or your team, depending on who's got the AFK. Anyway, I loaded HE, looking for fires, and the gods of RNG were not with me. As you can see there, I got 3 pens to ricochets, or shatters. Okay, A's capped, and oh, there's life. There's smoke coming out of his funnel, so we're what? Almost 9 minutes into this match, and this player has finally decided to join in. We now control 3 caps. If that doesn't tell him all he needs to know, I don't know what will. Try and load in a little quicker next time, mate. Your team will appreciate it. There we go, another fire. 3k damage. I say another fire. That was the only fire, right? Still, sperm. And we still fail to finish him off. Okay, 3 pens, 1 shatter. And the West Virginia takes the kill. Alright, so we're left in this situation with West Virginia 41 right at the top of the cap. And us owning all 3 caps. And the reason I'm down to 32,000 hit points was I played very aggressively into B and then pushed A very aggressively. That's the thing about the Dunkirk. You can be aggressive in her. As long as you're not facing more than 1 or 2 ships, she's alright. If you get focused by 3, though, you're going to be in trouble. That's all I'm saying. Great game. Not a bad performance from the old gal. Map's Archipelago, it's Domination, it's Season 15 ranked. And I'm in the Dunkirk. We have a carrier aside, 3 battleships aside, a cruiser aside, and a couple of destroyers aside. So it's a carrier match. As so far most of them have been. Right, I'm gonna find an island to bow tank around the side of. I think this one on my left will do. And support the T-61 as he pushes into sea. There's an Ismail over there. Yeah, 5k, good. Just gonna tuck it up alongside the sign. Oh, hello, there he is. There's my mark. About there, and is he going into his... Yeah, he's gonna beach, isn't he? Okay, got a couple of pens. Yeah, he's definitely beached. There he is. See if we can do a bit more damage to him. Oh yeah. Good 5k there. 5 over pens. Well, almost 5k. Hopefully our T-61 can finish him off. Yep. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the Ismail. Oh! Haha! Thump through the Citadel. Wow, wow, wow. 16k damage. I like it. And there will be many planes in my life. Is he turning away? Yeah, he's turning away. Okay. Let's see if these do the trick. Ooh! Okay. Dunkirk's incredible guns. Yeah. Okay, 2 Citadels and I get him. Cool. Very cool. Unexpected and very cool. Honestly, the dispersion on these guns sometimes shocks, but they get the job done. They get the job done. Mackinson. T-61. Yeah, you're just going to creep around the edge of this island. Okay, got a fire on him. Two fires on me. Okay. See if we can get the cruiser. Uh-oh. Yeah, that happened. Found a hole in my dispersion. Yeah, that T-61 isn't going to push into me, is he? I think he saw what I did to his mate. Yeah, you're next, pal. You're next. Don't push your luck, son. Oh. I'm expecting a crap ton of citadels, right? Wrong. 3 pens. 3 pens and a fire. But I did have HE loaded, so what do I expect? Okay. Oh, and instantly, just like that, as if by magic, 2 fires on me. Uh-oh. RNGesus is not my friend. No, he ain't. Okay, so this T-61 is backing into the cap right now. So I've got a carrier and a T-61 left. Okay. And I smell barbecue. Alright, just took out our T-61. Good for him. Got me on hydro. Yeah, T-61 has 4-kilometer hydro, so that's something I need to be aware of. We're just going to slip around the corner here. Hopefully I'll catch him. There he is. He's going after our carrier, I guess. Can't let you do that, T-61. Can't believe I'm defending our carrier, right? It's a team game. It's ranked. He's my carrier, so I'll look after him. Of course I will. T-61 smoked up. Arc Royals incoming. Somewhere in that smoke. And like I said earlier, the 4-kilometer hydro. Oh, hey, there he is. It's on cooldown, isn't it? Yeah, it's still going to be on cooldown, so should give him a nice surprise here. 8-gun surprise. 8-gun surprise. Where's he gone? There he is. Ah! Okay. So that's a destroyer dealt with. Just the carrier. Now, if anyone sees a ship build after this video, let you know what the ship build is for. It's not actually for the Dunkirk. The captain I'm running in this ship right now is my Bourgogne captain, or Bourgogne. And so the picks are specifically for that steel ship, not this one. So bear that in mind when you see the review at the end of this match. He's low, isn't he? Can we? Can we finish him off? Apparently so. Okay, cool. Our journey to Silver League continues. Pretty happy with that performance. Good game all round. Stay tuned for more. Okay, so let's take a look at the build I was using in those ranked battles in the Dunkerque. Right, okay, so the captain's build was as follows. I started with gun feeder. I then took brisk, adrenaline rush, concealment expert, fire prevention expert, emergency repair expert for the extra heal, and then I finished with some quality of life improvements with grease the gears to increase the turret rotation, and my last pick was consumable specialist. Although what you spend your last pick on, I would suggest any of these could be useful, particularly preventative maintenance for the reduction in risk of modules being incapacitated. Okay. I must admit this build is for another ship, and that last point could be invested in a better pick, in my opinion. Okay, if we look at the armor layout, I'm just going to take the nose off. As you can see, she's got a turtleback, spaced armor with gaps, and a citadel that's just on the waterline or below it. Okay. We take the side belts off. You're left with this casemate armor of 225 millimeters, 175 down there. The risks of citadels on the broadside are from plunging shots. However, as you probably noticed, this ship's guns are mounted on the front. Her main guns, all 8 of them, are on the nose, so you're usually going to be bow in when fighting other battleships, which does give you somewhat of an advantage in a battleship duel. If they want to use all their guns, chances are, if they're not in a French battleship, they're going to have to go broadside. Unfortunately, that means on the rear you have these secondary guns. So let's take a look at that. So the main battery are 330 millimeter guns, with a fire chance of 35%, maximum damage on the HE of 4,800, and maximum on the AP of 9,700. Okay. Concealment-wise, 14.8 kilometers. Yes, you can be seen from space. Maneuverability, 31 knots. Quite quick for a battleship of tier 6. And although she doesn't get a speed boost, I do use brisk, so when we are undetected, you can get a little speed boost from brisk. Her AA defense is not that great, really. It's adequate, barely. Not her strongest feature. She has these anti-sub ASW planes with a range of 8 kilometers. Okay, let's see. Let's have a quick look at the equipment. So in slot 1, I was running main armaments modification 1. Slot 2, damage control systems modification 1 to reduce the risk of catching on fire and the risk of flooding. Not that it did me much good. There were many floods and fires in my life. Aiming system modification 1 in slot 3 to make those guns a little less trolly. They do tend to troll you, the user, quite a bit. The dispersion could be better, as you probably noticed. My dispersion was all over the place today. And in slot 4, damage control system modification 2, which decreases the chances of you being set on fire or being flooded. Again, can't say I noticed, but that's the option right there. You also get propulsion modification 1 as an option. I would say if you're someone who likes to speed around a lot, this would be a good replacement for damage control system modification 2. If, like me, you were looking for something a little tankier for competitive, then I thoroughly recommend damage control system modification 2. That leaves me just to say thank you all for watching my video, Dunkerque, The Path to Silver, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you.